What's up, 8th graders? This is part of your remediation for retaking the quiz. So one of the things I do is I always go through the quiz question by question to just kind of help you walk through it. There's a few things you're going to need to do in order to retake this quiz, but the first is that you have to watch this video out. Now, the questions on the quiz that I have here might be in a different order than your questions because the way we set up the quizzes is that they automatically shuffle questions. So as you're looking through your own quiz, you're going to want to make sure that you find the correct question that I'm talking about. So this first question, question 1, says, which of the following are examples of reliable sources? Now, if you remember, you guys, within your notes, there actually is a slide, and I believe it is slide number 16, that actually gives you a list of reliable sources, and among that list are 4 things: government agencies, nonfiction books, museums, colleges, and universities. These are all reliable sources, and all of these things can be found, or should be able to be found, on slide 16 in your student notebook. Question 2, George is curious about how bananas differ from plantains. He has decided to create a brochure about each type of fruit and where they are found across the world. So again, on these sort of questions, it says, in which 3 sources will George find the relevant information he needs to write the brochure? On a question like this and a question before that, it's really important that you're reading the entire question, because some of these things can, and if you look at the points available, so obviously some of these things are more than just one thing that you're going to choose. In this case, the first one is because he's trying to find information about plantains versus bananas. And so a vegan blog about the benefits of fruits and vegetables, it might not be a reliable source, but it is a relevant source because it's helping you answer that question about the difference between bananas and plantains. So I might not use this blog because of reliability issues, but it's definitely relevant. Next is a National Geographic article about fruits and vegetables of the tropics would definitely be relevant. A world map is not going to be relevant because it doesn't tell you anything or answer a question that you would need answered. Same with a recipe for banana bread. It might teach you how to make banana bread, but it's not going to tell you the difference between plantains and bananas. And finally, a good relevant website would be the University of Michigan website on plants and botany. So those are 3 relevant, and again, it's really important that you know the difference between reliability and relevance when it comes to a source. Question 3. A source that its purpose is to educate, is unbiased, and contains current information, that would be something we would consider to be reliable, and that's a definition also right out of your notes, and that definition, I believe, is on slide 15. Number 5, attitudes or judgments that cannot be proved to be true or false. That's the definition of opinion, and I'm pretty sure that when you're looking at your notes, the definition for both fact and opinion is found on slide 5 in your notebook. Question 6, facts can be proven to be true or false. Yes, they can. Because remember, you guys, facts are things that can be verified. You can verify if something is false or not. So if I say all the tables in my classroom are blue, then you can verify that as a false statement. And so you can say, nah, that's false, because we can verify it as being false. Number 8, prejudice in favor or against one thing, person, group compared with another based on experience or point of view. That is the definition of bias, and you can find that definition on slide 9. Slide 9 tells you to be mindful when considering fact versus opinion. There's 3 bullet points, and the definition of bias is that last bullet point. And then finally, the last question, question 9, a source that contains knowledge that relates to the topic or question trying to be answered, and that is a source that we would consider to be relevant. And again, that definition for relevant is going to be on, what slide is that? It's going to be slide number 13 in your notes. So for this, you guys, it's very much a matter of knowing where to look for these things, and it's also a matter of knowing what these definitions mean. So more than anything, like I said, this was a quiz that you could use your notes on. So again, as you do the retake, again, make sure you're using your notes, and again, make sure you know where in your notebook to find the answers to these questions. All right, that's it. That's done. Yeah, that's part 1. You've got some questions to answer now as you go along. And then when you submit, then I can go ahead and offer you a retake. All right, cool.